experience, doesn't it? Grilling out, lawns being mowed, and pools opening. These are some of the things we expect with summer.
What's going on, guys? Jorge here. We recently just reset our home gym wall, so I thought I'd make a quick video just kind of show you guys how we set to maximize our training. Now, I've been setting at a gym for a while now, and what I realized when I built my home gym was that I had to kind of change the way that I set, modify a little bit. Some of the key differences between setting at a gym and setting at a home gym are that at a gym you have all these holds, you have a lot of space, you can set routes that are pretty aesthetically pleasing using the same hold sets and using the same colors. At home you might not have that, you might be limited a bit by not having that much space, and you want to make sure you keep things entertaining as well as your training pretty hard. So we set things like circuits and then specific routes that teach strength and technique, as well as some projects that we can work on later. Now, one of the greatest investments I think someone can put towards their home climbing gym is holds. Now, holds really do make a difference. I try to get holds that have a lot of different variances on how to be used, just so that I don't get bored of them. Most of them are from So Ill. Now, you don't have to break the bank, you can't get like over poor holds, but the main thing is that they're holds that you really are going to enjoy. Now, here on the wall we left up some projects. As you can see, most of them are again So Ill holds, some inboard holds, and some wooden holds that I made. And my brother here on the slab is going to be making a symmetry wall. A little bit more on that later. Symmetry is really good for training and learning technique. I will be setting the overhang. I'm going to be setting for circuits, as well as some route building that you can make just kind of on the fly. The way that I do things, it's a little bit modified from the route setting that I do at the gym. I call it kind of start to finish or connect the dots method. And it's actually pretty simple. So what I do is I set the start holds. So there's one there and then another one there, and then I set some finish holds. And then, like I said, very, very simple. I just try to connect the dots using holds that can be used in sort of different ways. The main thing here is that you are just kind of throwing stuff up because everything can be rearranged later on. So it's just kind of like trying to get as many variances as possible from getting from point A to point B. Like, how many different ways can I do that? And then, like I said, I like to build circuits. So how can I get from point A to point B to C to D, so on and so forth. And then how can I get from like C to A, D to B, stuff like that. So how many different ways can I move around the board is really the best way that I can do, because it's going to help with circuits as well as just some basic route setting. Now, after I have some of the basic routes up, I like to just fill in the blanks with the rest of my holds. I like to have all my holds on the wall for two reasons. The first is that variety that I was saying. It gives me different ways to move from hold to hold with different holds in between. It also gives me a visual catalog of all the holds that I have so that I can move them around later. Like I said, everything is subject to change. So everything just kind of gets thrown up, and then later on I modify for different moves that I want to do and different techniques that I want to learn. I left these holds here for my girlfriend Tessa to put up, because she is a lot better at crimps than I am, and having different people set on your wall is very good because you learn different things because they have different eyes and different moves than you do. Here's our slab wall that my brother made into a symmetry board. Now, this symmetry board is amazing for a lot of different things, warming up and training. It's good for that because you can do the same thing on your left as you can on your right. So that just kind of helps you warm up and allows you to get all stretched out. Now, you can do big long stretches, kind of like I'm doing here. That's really good for starting to warm up. Or like you'll see Tessa here do, you can do just kind of very controlled movements that help you build strength in certain areas, as well as teach you different techniques. Now, the beauty about this is that you don't just have to go up and down on it. It actually works very well for making routes. So like my brother is doing here, he is just kind of building a little mini route, And you can do the same route on your left as you can do on your right, so you're not just like isolating a certain side of your body when it comes to muscle groups, as well as you can make a route that starts there and moves on to the next wall. That's why I built that connector there. So like as you can see here, I started a route on the slab, and I'm going to be moving and just kind of working on my technique through the connector and onto the overhang. One thing that I very highly suggest, as well as just getting really nice holds, is building different angles on your wall. That's going to keep your body from just kind of getting bored and working the same angle over and over and over again. So that's something that I very highly suggest, as well as making it pretty big. Those shelves that you see on the right of the wall there, we're actually building a shed in the backyard right now, so we can move those out into the shed and give us some more climbing, just to keep everything interesting, keep things entertaining. So again, just some of the main points that I went over is have a plan, but don't overthink it. You might limit yourself in your plan, and it's going to make things kind of stale. So it's always good to have a lot of variety, keep things fun, because you know, if you have fun on your wall, you're going to want to keep coming back and keep climbing. That's just going to make you better, stronger. And also, it's more about quality when it comes to hold. It's good to have a lot of holds because it adds a lot of volume to your wall and a lot of different things. But you can have some really quality holds that do the same thing. You know, if you have a really nice hold that can be used 3 different ways, then when you add that hold to the wall, you're not just adding a move, you're adding 3 moves, maybe even 4 moves, depending on what hold you have surrounding that. So even just moving a hold or rotating it will not only change the route, but it'll make you a few new routes. And you know, it's always good to just make these little constant changes as you go. Thanks again for watching, guys. We really hope that you enjoyed this video. We really enjoyed making it. Hopefully you found it useful, and make sure you just share it with somebody you think might find it useful or might just enjoy it. Also, let us know what else you think we should do. We're always open to suggestions. We really enjoy climbing, and we really enjoy the community of it. So make sure you guys let us know what you guys think we should do next.